Hi folks, I made the mistake of promising you a sequel, so here I am. This is totally extemporaneous. The last one I had notes. Well, I still have my notes, but I already gave you everything off the notes. So this is totally extemporaneous. What other information do you want to know to get into this home or to use this government loan program? Well, again, I actually have a little recording, and I hesitate to give you that number because I only want somebody to call that number between the hours of 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. So maybe I'll give you that number before we're done here, or I'll tell you how to go get it. I do want you to go to the website. There's a couple different websites. And the one that I mentioned before, again, I'm going to tell you in case you missed it, is www.sellfast.ws, not .com. sellfast.ws. Now when you go there, you're going to see there's two different homes. There's one in Park Forest and there's one in Burnham. Now one of those is available for a rent. That's the one in Burnham. And actually that home in Park Forest is available for this program that we're talking about. It's qualified. It can be sold on this program. The one in Burnham cannot be. Will not be. But that Park Forest one is. What more information do you need to know? Well, you need to have about a monthly payment of about $884. Now there's some other tax benefits come along with this. There's tax benefits with a home. As a homeowner, instead of paying your rent on that same house of about $1,300 or more, because it might be available on a rent-to-own program. That might be available, I'm not sure. But if it was on a rent-to-own program, that same home in Park Forest, and I think I'm going to give you the address. That same home in Park Forest would be available on a rent of $1,300, and you'd pay an extra option payment each month towards the purchase price. They'd give you about 3 years, maybe 5 years, but 3 years probably to get your credit straightened out, go to the bank and qualify for a regular loan. Not a rehab loan, but just a regular loan. And that regular loan doesn't have any, $21,000 or $29,000 to do the rehab. You just do a regular, but you qualify for that loan, and then you take the home as it is. That's after living in it for 3 years and paying $1,300 a month rent and paying another $300 or $400 a month each month as an option payment. All of that option payment each month would be considered as part of your down payment that the bank would require you to pay as a down payment. Also, your down payment money up front before you move in, your cash down payment as a rental, it's not just 2 months, it would actually be 2 months would be 13 times 2 or $2,600, but the actual down payment to get in that house would be about $3,500. So it's actually more than what you would need to qualify to buy the house and have payments of $848 versus payment of $1,300 plus 3 or $1,300 plus 4, which is $1,600 or $1,700 a month. So, here's the point I was starting to say before I got sidetracked. What are the extra payments that you have of owning the home? As an homeowner, you get to deduct the interest expense that you pay each year. That interest expense is deducted from your income, and the interest expense on this particular loan that you would qualify on the government program, and your $884 monthly payment includes principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. So again, $884 would include principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. Well, in the first 5 years, each year you're paying over $4,000 a year towards interest that you send into the bank. You're sending your principal interest payment over $4,000 of that is interest. You get to deduct that interest, that $4,000, from your annual income that you report to the IRS and pay taxes on it. So if you're earning $40,000, now you get to deduct $4,000 from that, and now you only have to report $36,000 or pay tax. You have to report the $40,000, but you only pay tax on $36,000. So you get to, that's called a tax shelter. You shelter $4,000 of your income from taxes. That's one of the benefits. There's some other benefits, but we got to watch this. I'm being glib here because I I don't think the time counts, but I know the time does count. So what are the extra points you want to make? You can get into a home. I do have a lender lined up who will do this kind of loan. I've got a contractor who's already given me a quote. I had him come in there and give me a quote to do all the repairs for $29,000, and I think I asked him for $25,000. Quote on those. But whoever ends up getting this can just sit down with him and say, well, no, I don't want that done. I do want these new cabinets in the kitchen. I don't need new cabinets in both of the bathrooms, just one of them. I do want new carpeting everywhere. I do want a new refrigerator. I do want a new stove. I do want a new washer. You can include all this stuff in this loan. And again, that payment is only $840. I don't know where you can rent a house and you get it all remodeled according to your specifications and get all new appliances and you pick them out. But you do have to be able to qualify. But I gave you that, what was that? Do you remember what that was? 640, is that what I said? What was it about? I'll look at these notes. Yes, credit score of about 640. Now, should I give you the address? Well, I guess so. I punished you this long. Just kidding. The address is 417 Huron. Now, we have pictures of that property. It was an estate sale, quite honestly. We have pictures of it on another website before it was, before anything was done to it. Right now, today, I'm going to go take some pictures and maybe I'll get them on there. They're halfway through. We had landscapers come in. They cut down all the weeds and everything, cleared out this backyard, opened it up. It hadn't been, the trees were growing there for 30 or 40 years, my guess. And we had them clear all that out. We've got the primer on, so I'm going to go take videos. The sun is out. I'm going to take videos today, and we'll see the house halfway painted. Hey, the phone number, you're going to have to go to the website. And the second website is equitycapitalsellshouses.com. That's equitycapitalsellshouses.com, not ws.com. Equity, EQUITYCAPITAL, equitycapitalsellshouses.com. Thanks for listening, and I hope you're the one that gets this home. There's not very many of them like this, and this is a sweet bargain.